Do you want to know how you potentially can earn up to $9 or more per data entry task with Axion Data Entry Services? Then this video is for you. My name is Michael and many of my viewers have asked me about this platform, so I decided to take a closer look, and in this Axion Data Entry Services review I will share my opinion about it after having looked deeper into it and compared it to the hundreds of other online earning methods I have tested over the last many years. So before we talk more about the jobs you can find, then I want to make one thing clear, because when you go to the employment page, you can also see that they have a scam alert, and I just want to attract your attention to this because this is very important so you do not end up getting scammed, because there are some email scams that are trying to get people to apply for a position with Axion. But as they say very clearly, this is the official website, that the only way to apply for a position is to come to the website and clicking the link below and fill out an online application. They do not contact people who have not applied through the website. So please be aware of that. There are some scammers out there that use big company names and try to make it look like they're from them. Do not believe that. If you are interested in applying for Axion data entry tasks after watching this video, you need to come to this website and apply here. But before doing that, let's talk more about what you can expect so you can find out if this is the right opportunity for you or not. So one thing you need to be aware of when it comes to Axion is that they are looking for quite specific people. You need to have some experience with data entry jobs before you can join here, or before you can apply. You can of course apply no matter what, but it's a waste of time if you do not have any experience. And you have a couple of ways to apply depending on what kind of jobs you want, because you can click and complete a short questionnaire, and then you would be put into an applicant database. But it's, as I clearly say here, there's no guarantee that you will ever be contacted. So do not just rely on this. You should also apply for other options. I will also leave a link below to the list I have of the best data entry jobs you can find, so you can find work there where it's easier to get started. But that's one thing you need to be aware of. Another one is to click to apply, where you will be taken to some more like permanent positions. This is fully remote, as you can see, but some of the others jobs, that depends like what kind of jobs they have. But this one is a specific job then also, so you can look both places, either to get into the database or just look for specific jobs they currently have. And if we just look here, you can see or get an idea about what kind of work you potentially can get. And you can see they work flexible, so that's what I in general like about data entry tasks, is that it does give you an opportunity to work flexible hours, and that's definitely great. And you see you need to enter data from various sources, transcribe information into required electronic format, review and enter data. So a classical data entry type of tasks. But not only do you need experience, you also need a high school diploma or equivalent, and 2 to 3 years of experience, for example, for this particular job. And also there's a certain speed you need to be able to write with. So that's, always make sure to look at this so you know that you can actually live up to it. And also be aware that sometimes they do charge a fee for just going on to the waiting list. As I showed, you can sign up for the waiting list, or you can apply for specific jobs. If you sign up for the waiting list, sometimes they charge between $5 and $10 just to get on the wait list. And as mentioned, there's no guarantee they will ever contact you. So these are just things you need to consider. But let's then talk about how much can you potentially earn from this type of work. When it comes to the pay, they do not say much about exactly how much you will get paid. It just says that it depends on the accuracy, the attention to detail and productivity, but it's a flat rate per document or per entry. So it will vary from project to project. That's in general how it often is with data entry jobs. So of course, the more skilled you are, the more efficient you can be and the more you can earn. So the longer forms, so the longer entries you need to do will of course earn you more. And from what I've been able to find out, because they do not really mention that here, you can potentially sometimes earn up to $9 per entry for the longer forms, but it can also be a lot lower. But you can always see, of course, before you take on a job, how much you will get. And if you're very fast and you have several of these entries, then it can potentially build up to be a fairly good hourly rate even. Just be aware that you also have to live in the US to apply for these jobs. So that's also a little bit unusual compared to many other different data entry tasks where you can apply for more or less all countries. So overall, Axion can be a way to earn with data entry work, but you do need experience and you need to be quite efficient. But if you are, you can earn decent money, but it also takes patience because there's no guarantee that you will get work here. So if you're looking for employment here, make sure to also apply other places. And if you don't want to apply here, or if you don't qualify, then there are many other data entry jobs where you can get started easily and fast without waiting list and without fees for waiting list and all that. I will leave a link below to a list I have of my top recommended data entry jobs. So if that's what you're looking for, you can check that out. And in general, if you just like working flexible hours, so I would also recommend that you consider instead starting your own online business, because if you do data entry work, you're still dependent on clients and working when they tell you there's work and things like that. But if you start your own online business, I've done that myself, started from scratch, then it can give you truly freedom to work completely on your own terms. So I just want to make it clear that data entry task is not something that you can potentially earn a full-time income, but it's not something that can make you a lot of money compared to starting your own online business. So depending on your preferences, then you can choose whatever you want. I will also leave a link below to some more information I have about my top recommended way to start an online business. That is only if you're willing to work hard for a long time to see results. The results can then be amazing, but if you are expecting to earn here and now, then data entry jobs are better. But if you're thinking more long term and wanting to build a really great income, then go for the other options instead. So you can check out the appropriate option for you below this video. And also I will leave a link to a full written review I have of Axion Data Entry Services. So there you can also see more details if you're interested in seeing it in writing. But no matter what, I hope this video helped you and gave you some ideas about whether this is the right opportunity for you or not. And if it did help you, then make sure to hit the like button, and also don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel and hit the notification bell so you won't miss out next time I release a video with tips and tricks about different ways to make money online.